Okay, so it's time to build out this mall in our actual world. And it occurred to me, instead of taking a bunch of screenshots, I could just go ahead and share this design. Maybe it'll help somebody. We want a endless row of chests and fancy circuit controllers to allow those chests to share and use the bigger chests. And I'm not giving up on getting that to work, but I'm not getting that to work today. And instead we've got our interface area from the Sky Mall down to the ground. That's all very straightforward, isn't it? You just bring them up and you twist them around as required to get them into, you twist them around a sky bridge kind of thing from the transfer point into the sky bridge. And we decide right up front, because it'll be really hard to change it, how tall this hallway needs to be and how wide this hallway needs to be. And with those dimensions in mind, we can set the corner against the sky bridge and the transfer area and get started on the mall design itself. So I went ahead and did these in groups of 4. You could do it. You could do it any way you want. We just don't want this hallway here to be any longer than it needs to be from the front side to the back side. So 4 seemed like a nice even number. Haha. So the first one is a little bit special, as I recall. Get this out of the way. The first one just comes down. Oh, right. It just comes down. And the second one also just comes down and loads in from the side. But then to get this nice and compact and tileable, what was I thinking? The first feed, see how it is? The first feed is on the second belt, and the second feed is on the first belt. And that lets us get a nice tileable shape. Man, as I'm looking at it, is that extra complexity that we don't need? Maybe. And then the third and fourth are super simple. They also load from the side. The third has to load with an extra one here. Because reasons? Oh, because we want this to be nice and even. So these two can be nice and even if you use an extra one here and you straight load it that way on the last one. And then you just do that again over and over and you get this nice effect. And when we use double chests, of course, there'll be more space. And I think the rule is going to be, if we're going to put multiple items in the same chest, then it has to be a double chest. So let's see, if we set this up, no, I know for sure. If we set this up this way, and then we decide we want to change it to use multiple items in the same chest, it's easy because you've already consumed the minimum amount of space to do this, and so when you take stuff out, there's extra space for the funky circuits. And so that's it, isn't it? You decide how wide these dimensions need to be, and then place the chests, and then fill it in with walls, and Bob is truly your uncle. All right, let's get busy.